Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. You know, this episode was something else, right? And I've noticed sometimes when I'm watching this show, it takes a certain level of patience. Okay? Let's start off with Brooke for a minute. If you get nothing out of this video and you only take away one thing, and this is to the ladies, know and appreciate your work. Don't ever ever feel like a man to dictate that. Okay? Always know your worth. Because Brooke, this scene was just frustrating for so many reasons. Hope said something really stupid, but then she also said something really smart. Okay? Because she was like, I don't like seeing you so upset and so mad and angry and hurt and everything. But I'm like, Hope, what did you think was going to wind up happening when you did this takeover? You knew that there was a good chance that this would affect your mom's relationship. But you were selfish. You did what you wanted to do. And I'm not just blaming her, I'm blaming Carter as well. But she really was pushing for this and constantly talking in Carter's ear about, oh, you got to take over the company. You got to, and then she would sit there and try to make it seem like, well, this is more your idea. So if you don't want to do it, that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, you knew exactly what you were doing. So don't stand there and start telling your mom, oh, I feel so bad for you. I don't like seeing you this much pain. But at the end of the day, you cared more about yourself and what you wanted and your goals of getting your pathetic ass line back than you did about her relationship. But then she said something really smart. Because Brooke keeps talking about, well, he's my destiny, he's my man, he's it. And Hope was like, if he's your destiny, then why did he turn to Taylor so fast? Right? He got upset with you, and the first thing he did was he went right back to Taylor. You're going to sit there and tell me that that's the guy you would consider your destiny? Because regardless of the fact that she didn't sit there and tell him the real reason why she took the CEO job, the fact of the matter is, if he's able to sit there and get upset with you and run back to Taylor so fast, that tells you all you need to know about him. And this is where it just, I'm not just saying all women, but this is where it makes a woman look bad. Because she just said something really smart. And you know what Brooke's dumbass decided to do? Totally ignore it. No, this is a mistake because Rich Forrester is the only man for me. Are you serious? The man that you sent this saying is all for you will get mad and go back to another woman in a heartbeat. But he's the man that's for you. That's what just made that shit so frustrating. That's what just like literally, I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. But yes, don't ever. And I know there's a lot of things to not be when it comes towards Brooke Logan. Right? And I'm not going to list them all, but the one thing is to sit there and know your self worth. And if a man is able to sit there and leave you like that, then he's not worth it. You got to sit there and find it. I don't care if you got to go to counseling, if you got to get a life coach, if you got to get a dating coach, whatever you got to do, don't ever go about this in the Brooke Logan way of fighting for a man who devalues you the minute that he gets upset. Yeah, you can be upset and everything like that, but damn, you ran back to Taylor like she didn't mean shit. Katie, I gotta sit there and say this Katie and Will scene was just so aggravating to watch. Okay? Because for 16 minutes he's asking a basic question. What did she get fired for? And she just evades and she just goes into these other tantrums of I know that you and her are friends and I know that she's upset and I'm like, you're not answering the goddamn question. And this is going on for 16 minutes. You do realize the show In reality, I guess it could be 12 minutes because the show is like 18 minutes long, and that's with a few commercials. So you told me for 12 minutes you just sat there and avoided his question. Very direct questions. And then the only thing that she says is, do you really know Electra? See, Will was like, are you doing this because she's a Forster? No, she doesn't. I don't remember if she actually denied that, but that's that's the answer you're going to give him? Do you really know her? Do you really know her? Because you didn't even bother to sit there and ask her why those photos was just sent to you by some random email. Like, that is absolutely insane, but this makes sense to Brad Bell. Now, Remy, this is the type of guy who just make a lot of men look bad, right? Because he done took in this obsession to a whole new level. He walks over there, he acts like a creep, he's all slimy, he's like, oh, would you get fired? I'm like, what happened? Why are you so upset? Oh, you got fired? Oh my god. See, this place isn't for you. And just does this whole pretending not to know, and it was just so it was really difficult to look at him. Let's put it that way. Very difficult to look at him. And after he asked a bunch of stupid ass questions, Deacon's like, so I got a job for you. You mean right now? Yes. Would you like to get fired? And get your ass over there and start doing what you're supposed to be doing. Ivy eventually left. And Electra's upset. Deacon comes over. He tries to make her feel better. And she wants to use the bathroom, try to clean up her face. But Deacon's like, hey, listen, the bathroom is under maintenance. Why don't you just use Remy's place? Why don't you just use Remy's place? Yeah, I'm the landlord. I could just let you on in. You're friends with him. That's totally fine. So she uses the bathroom. Right? She goes in the house and everything like that. Or goes in the apartment. She uses the restroom. She closes the door. She sees the mirror. There's a collage of pictures behind her. A collage. Okay? An actual collage of pictures of her. So she screams. The thing is, this is real. There are guys out there that will be very obsessive and will do stuff like this. This is why when you're online, you got to be very careful about the people that you talk to. Let's just sit there and say and I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but if you get a chance, look up a girl named Sweet Alinity. Look up a girl named Sweet Alinity. Because she's a content creator that, to this day, is still dealing with a creep who has stalked her, has physically attacked her, has done everything that he could to sit there and try to ruin her because he didn't get the attention that he felt he deserved. And to this day, he's still in the lurch. And the cops did granted, this was like in another country or whatever. I don't know if this was England or something like that. I don't know exactly where she's from, but they didn't do anything. Hell, they told her, you know what? Why don't you get offline? Stop using the internet. Now, she has a condition where it's very hard for her to sit there and keep a normal job or whatever, a regular job. So her online job is her job, It's something that she's able to do and she makes a lot of money. But this guy is completely obsessed with her. So there are people out there that's like Remy. Oh, and before I really get into a whole tantrum, there's a whole Ridge and Steffi scene. Now, why don't you sit there and tell me how this generally tends to go? Yeah. Now, if you said that right, then yep, Steffi comes over and she starts bashing Brooke and starts saying how Taylor's so much better for you, and y'all have such a great connection, and Brooke is bad, and basically Snit saying that you shouldn't go back to Brooke. Now Ridge, the POS that he is looking at the text that Brooke sent. which she's still frustrated and upset about. Guy can't even text me back, and you're talking about how you want to be with him. He's the only guy for you. He treats you like. Anyway, um, and so yeah, it just goes into that, and then after talking to her, he's like, me and Taylor have this really great love, and it's so great, and da 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 da, and maybe you and the kids and everyone is right about Taylor, and I'm just like, okay, sure, yeah, everyone's right, whatever you say, bro. Um, I think both of these women do not know their self worth in all reality. Because Taylor is so cool with getting sloppy seconds from Brooke Logan, and Brooke Logan is so comfortable with fighting for a man who would disrespect her daughter, often leave, and still wants to sit there and try to get back together with him. None of that makes sense, and I understand it's a soap opera, but see, this is the problem with it being in a half an hour, is that Brooke don't really have a lot of options. Who's Brooke gonna go out with? Taylor? I mean, who's Brooke gonna go out with? Um, Bill? I mean, they're not gonna sit there and try to have Brooke go out with Deacon, because that's Sheila. That's Sheila's right there. And if Sheila's not going out with Deacon, then what the hell is she doing at this point? I mean, I've been sent that question, what is Sheila doing in general on this show? But whatever at this point. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. If I missed anything, write it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will be talking about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, and Young and Restless, because I got thoughts on all of those as well, especially Young and Restless. I'll see you in the next video.